on a weekend when you're bored and really have nothing else to do? Build the ultimate base. At least that's what I decided to do. So come on, let me show you around. Ooh-wee, I tell you, that's a really deep hole. Alright, you guys, so welcome to my base. This is probably one of the biggest projects that I've done. It's took about 20 in-game days to do, so about 20 hours. Took a little bit longer because I was also kind of fighting and leveling up during the same time, but this was a very fun build. But as you can see, it looks a little different. What it is completely built around one of the traders, and that will become apparent as the reason why very, very soon. But let's kind of take you on a quick tour, shall we? So to get in, we'll head over here, open up this gate, close that, and we are completely isolated in this entire, almost like a little mini island. But we'll start off over here, show you what we have hiding in this place. So this is kind of like the forging room. Place to make all the concrete, all the forges, workbenches, chemistry stations, everything that you can need to kind of build a place like this and to fulfill all your needs for everything else. So you got entry through one way and through the other. We'll head over on this side, and let's kind of start with the main house, shall we? So we'll walk in through here. The downstairs, tried to make it kind of like a little formal living area, something kind of homey. Make you feel like you're not in the middle of the apocalypse. But we've got some lighting. And in case the generator runs out of fuel and battery goes dead, we've got torches to kind of help with that as well. Got a nice little kitchen. Got our refrigerators, food and drinks. There's our little fuel supply for the generator. A little medic station. We'll head upstairs. Up here is kind of like the bedroom, place to relax. We've got a couple lights in here as well, and these are the turrets, which are on the roof, which are pointed towards the backside, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. Off over through here. I'll keep that open. This is the library. This is where I can store all the extra books, especially if you're playing with multiple people. Got plenty of space for storage of all the books through here. Kind of nice little peaceful area. Get a nice wraparound view, kind of what you have coming to you and whatnot. Now you will notice that on the inside there are no windows on this back wall. And that is because during Horde night, if you have a cop zombies or something like that come up to you, if they can't see you, they can't shoot you, and they can't spit at you. So you could hang out in here the whole night if you wanted to. If you didn't have kind of the ammo that you needed and all the supplies to take on a Horde night, you could literally just hunker down in here and they would not be able to get to you. And we'll kind of show you why. So we come down here. Down there you can kind of see the pit. And because this area is built on top of the trader, you cannot damage the walls. So go back up. If you try to hit the ground, nothing. Can't damage it at all. So, you know, I'm in God mode. We'll kind of fly down. I will show you what we got down here. So, I left this side empty. So if cops come come up to here and you're hiding up there trying to get to you, that's all they can do. They can just beat against the wall and they will not be able to take out the floor from under you. Now, what I had to do, though, was in order to build that, I had to come off one block off of the wall, and that is the support for the entire building. So there's one block of ground right here, and then you put one block of what I used was steel on top of that, and everything gets mounted right to that single block, and that will support the whole building and all the buildings and all the kind of the walkway all the way around. It was very clever. I found that from another fellow YouTuber. I'll put his link in the description. Check out his video on it. It was basically kind of the same thing. So he just cleared out all the way to ground level. You don't have to, but I did just for fun. So that way they couldn't dig down, anything like that, and they'll get as much fall damage as they can when they hit the ground. So worked out pretty good. But we'll tour this a little bit more. Let me kind of give you a rest of the tour of the house. So in here, this is kind of a nice little place you can hang out during the Horde night if you want to snipe down. Pull out your sniper rifle. If they're down there, just kind of, bam, you know, knock them out. See what you can, see how many you could take out from up here. But you do have everything that you need. Clothes, armor, medic stuff, food, everything. Even a TV to keep you occupied. So I do have this door here, and during the Horde night I'll close that. Now what I've had happen before was zombie come to the edge. He'll jump, try to come down, and then he'll land on the catwalk, and then they can make their way up here. But as soon as they get up here, they'll just jump off and keep doing the circle over and over again. So added the door, and then that way we can close it, and then you're kind of locked in here. Let's tour the rest of the area, shall we? Alright, so through here, this is kind of the cooking area. We'll cook up all the food, and my campfires, all the storage for meats, fruits, veggies, raw eggs that I find, cooked meat, raw meat, and a lot of that stuff I'm picking up by our own little garden that is also kind of protected. It's surrounded by all this, and we got corn, blueberries, potatoes, everything that you would need. So that way you technically do not have to leave this area for anything if you didn't want to. I even planted trees up here. Just soil sitting on top of the railing. Planted a bunch of trees, can knock those down, replant them. So that way you kind of have a wood supply. Make your way back through here. You can use the wood to feed the furnaces and all your camping or all your campfires. So it makes it pretty nice. So we'll head back over to this side. You guys may have noticed off to the side, got that little thing there. So worst comes to worst, something does manage to get in somehow. You could bail off over to here, hop on your bike, and take off. Kind of a nice emergency little getaway if you have to. So the turrets that are on top, right up there, they focus on this whole area, because this is where 90% of all the zombies will make their way to. They'll come around here, and then jump down to there. The turrets will start taking them out before they get up there. We'll hop down here. They'll fall down here, get some fall damage, hurt themselves. If they live, they'll try to run up here and kind of hurt themselves on the spikes. Now I have a tunnel on this side. What this does, goes all the way to kind of the far side of the little empty area. I put this here so I can have access to get back down there after Horde night to loot, or if you gotta do some repairs to the spikes. Come up here. Close that door. This is fully sealed. Because it's so far away from everything going on, the zombies don't see this as an entrance to get down, so they kind of leave it alone. And then got the Jeep. This is where I store the outside Jeep, so if you're down there in emergency, you can come up, hop in the Jeep, take off. Will definitely help kind of keep you safe. But it was just kind of a quick overview of this. You know, this place is pretty stable. Let me put something on so you guys can see. Put on the stability. These ones, for whatever reason, they've always, immediately as soon as I put them on, they turn on to that light yellow or a light green. I don't know why, but this is really the only one that's kind of has a little bit of a load onto it for whatever, but everything through here is very, very solid. The little catwalk, that's kind of weak, but it's just a catwalk. Don't really have to worry about it. But all the important stuff is really strong and not really at risk for falling, so actually works out really nice. Let me put on that back off, and let's head down a little bit. So have the catwalk down here, drops down to this section. So that way, if you're really feeling up to it, you could leave the area, come down here. I could only put one wide to the surface of this dirt. If I tried to go out, I'd start having random things just start falling. So it wasn't worth the risk. So I just put one on, and you could be down here. As long as you don't have anything trying to spit at you, you could just literally stay here and shoot off on them, see what you can get. Have some turrets down here, which help clear the line from anything that falls. I mean, I think I've only had like 2 zombies over the last 2 Horde nights that actually made their way to the fence. Most of them were taken out from here. And of course, have the little moped mini bike down there. Kind of cruise around. If you want to do circles around the whole base. Sometimes zombies get caught on the back side of the wall, and you could guide them back to their demise if you so wish. But yeah, this was an absolute fun build, and I think what we need to do now is get it to the Horde night tonight, and I'll kind of show you this place in action. All right, so let me get a few things ready, and I will meet you guys at about 10 o'clock tonight. All right, see you guys in a minute. All right, you guys, so it's almost to the Horde night. For the start, we're gonna hang out here on this little ledge so that we can kind of see him come in and kind of watch him drop, and then we'll head down into that room, kind of watch down below, and then I think later we'll actually make our trip all the way down the bottom. So here we go. Let's do it. Come on, you guys. Let's do it. Most of them kind of taken off before they even get up here. Alright. Well, for fun's sake, let's turn off those turrets. Kind of let them collect. Let them collect down below. Alright, turrets are off. Let's head down here. See if we can see them. They should drop down. Oh, there they go. Yep, they're all kind of down there. Let's go down and say hi, shall we? We'll just we'll fly down. And they'll just kind of beat up against the wall until So either A, they get killed, or they give up. But you could just kind of sit up here and kind of just, oh, damn. All right, you know what? Let's test something. I want to see if he can get us from up here. Like, I don't think that they could actually see us all the way up here. And the cop be able to spit all the way up this far. We got a spider, sounds like. Where are they? They're all just hanging out right there. Keep that open. Yeah, see, so they're just collecting down there and ripe for the picking. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? Let's go down and let's have some fun with them. They just keep coming down. Alright, so I'm in God mode, so... Ooh, look at that. Spiders. And so even here, we try to jump up, but they can't quite do it. Ooh. That was close. We'll get him out of there. Alright. Send him down this way, see if they'll come a little closer, try to follow us. Let's have some fun. Beat nice and easy. Nothing. Like did a little number onto the spikes, but you could just kind of walk them down each side, have them tear themselves up, and then at the end of the Horde night, come back up and clean up the spikes, and you'll be good. Alright, so what I decided to do was take the mini bike and cruise around down here. See if we have any zombies hanging out. Kind of around the base. So sometimes that happens. They get caught up somewhere. We'll just kind of cruise around and wait for more of them to show up. But I don't know if they're going to. I mean, it's already past midnight. And sometimes I'll get a wave between now and 1, but it's still only the day 21 Horde, so it might not be the most busy Horde night of them all. I do have it set to 32 zombies, but I might switch that and go to take that back to 64. I was a little concerned with how big this build was, that it might kind of slow up the PC a little bit, but actually seems like it did pretty good. So I might bump that up to 64 on the next one. And if you guys would like, leave a comment down below, and I'll do a much higher level, a much higher day level Horde night in the future. Maybe go for like a, I don't know, day 100 or day, what would that be? Like day 140 or something like that, and kind of see what we could have the outcome of that be. I think that might be a pretty fun one. Alright, so let's head back up. I don't think we have any more showing. Can hear the can hear the turrets just going crazy still. Oh, let's, there we go. Turn that back on. Kind of resets it. It's like if you turn it off when it's in the middle of shooting, it kind of gets stuck in like a constant loop of like reloading. This happens every once in a while. So, well, since we're here, kind of show you some of the lighting and what this place looks like at night. Went through and there's little candles in each one of these. I just really thought this was kind of cool looking. So this is the only section that I did that on. Kind of cool. Makes it like a lighted walkway, and kind of makes the bottom of the library glow. Makes it really easy to see kind of where you're going in a hurry. And then kind of out on each of the emergency vehicles, those are lit up to high heaven just so that way you can easily find out where you need to go to get the hell off of here. Got lighting on each of the buildings. Same thing with over here. And then kind of on each of the ramps. Through here. Kind of a little bit of lighting, just so you can kind of see what you're doing, where you're going. But I think that's unfortunately I think that's it for the Horde night, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to see something else. If I should continue this build and kind of extend onto it, maybe make it 2, 3, I don't know, 4 layers all the way around, just do some monster build. But really that's about as far as I got with kind of the necessity stuff, and wanted to show you what it was like so far. But this was a great build design, right around a trader, keeps you safe. They can't dig from under you. If we wanted to, we could literally spend the entire night inside there and would not have to worry about it whatsoever. So if you just wanted to hang out and I don't know, read some books, just, you know, didn't feel like fighting that night, you could do that. And then in the morning, go down after they're not running around so crazy, take them out one by one and call it a night. So with that, I'll leave you guys to the rest of your lovely afternoon, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one, alright? Take care. Bye.